Kandi Burruss, the multifaceted dynamo whose voice has echoed through R&B charts and reality TV screens alike, has long been a symbol of unapologetic strength and entrepreneurial fire. From crafting chart-topping hits for powerhouses like TLC and Destiny's Child to building an empire of sex toys and Broadway productions, Kandi's journey has been one of bold reinvention. Yet, behind the spotlight's sheen lies a deeply personal chapter now unfolding in raw, unfiltered detail. Her separation from Todd Tucker, the man who stood by her through fame's ebbs and flows. In a series of intimate disclosures that blend heartbreak with hard-won wisdom, Kandi has laid bare the emotional turbulence of divorce, painting a portrait of a woman navigating grief not as a defeat, but as a detour toward deeper self-discovery. This isn't just a celebrity split, it's a testament to the messy, magnificent reality of love's unraveling, where vulnerability becomes the ultimate act of courage. The announcement hit like a thunderclap in the midst of an otherwise triumphant year. After a decade of marriage marked by shared parenthood, business ventures, and the relentless rhythm of public life, Kandi filed for divorce, sending ripples through her legion of fans and the Real Housewives of Atlanta, RHOA, alumni circle. The couple, who exchanged vows in a lavish 2014 ceremony that blended Southern elegance with urban flair, had built a family unit that seemed enviable. 2 children, Ace born in the crisp January of 2016, a bundle of boundless energy, and Blaze arriving like a November spark in 2019, her cries heralding a new era of joy. Their home, a sprawling Atlanta haven filled with laughter, custom furniture from Kandi's design line, and the hum of collaborative dreams, was the backdrop to a partnership that weathered storms both televised and private. But as Kandi confided to a trusted confidant in a live session that felt more like a heartfelt therapy circle than a sales pitch, the decision to part ways has ushered in a pretty crazy time, a phrase that captures the whirlwind of emotions with disarming simplicity. Picture this. It's a crisp fall evening, the kind where Atlanta's leaves paint the city in hues of amber and rust. Kandi, ever the poised performer, logs onto Amazon Live, her platform of choice for connecting with the Amazon family, a devoted community that spans homemakers, aspiring artists, and fellow survivors of life's curveballs. The chat buzzes with well wishes and product curiosities, but one question slices through the chatter like a gentle yet insistent blade. How are you holding up after this big life shift? The camera catches the flicker in her eyes, the subtle tightening of her jaw, before she responds with the honesty that has endeared her to millions. I'm going to be very honest with you. I am up and down, she begins, her voice a melodic blend of resilience and rawness. It's a confession that strips away the armor, revealing the woman beneath the mogul, the one who, despite her empire of empowerment toys and empowering anthems, grapples with the same human frailties we all do. Divorce, as Kandi articulates it, is no linear path. It's a labyrinth of peaks and valleys, where moments of clarity crash against waves of sorrow. Obviously, going through a divorce is definitely not the easiest thing, she acknowledges, the understatement underscoring the profundity of the pain. Sometimes you're cool, buoyed by the support of friends who rally like an unshakable sisterhood, or the simple joy of a child's hug that reminds you of love's purest form. Other times, the sadness ambushes like a sudden storm, triggered by an empty chair at the dinner table, a forgotten anniversary date, or the echo of shared inside jokes now hanging in silent air. These moments of sadness, as she calls them, aren't weaknesses. They're the necessary releases, the tears that fertilize the soil for growth. Kandi's candor here is revolutionary, especially in a genre like reality TV where emotions are often dramatized for effect. She refuses the script, opting instead for authenticity that honors the complexity of closure. Motherhood, in this maelstrom, emerges as both anchor and ache. With 2 young ones under her wing, Kandi's days are a ballet of nurturing and necessity, school runs interspersed with strategy sessions for her coded Kandi lingerie line, bedtime stories laced with lessons on resilience. Ace, now navigating the awkward wonder of elementary school, and Blaze, a toddler whose curiosity knows no bounds, are the heartbeats keeping her grounded. Yet, the dissolution of their family unit weighs heavy, prompting late-night reflections on legacy and loss. How does one shield tiny hearts from adult heartbreaks? Kandi's approach is tactile and tender. Extra cuddles on tough days, open dialogues that normalize change without assigning blame, and a fierce commitment to co-parenting that prioritizes unity over discord. It's a masterclass in grace under pressure, one that draws from her own upbringing in the vibrant, value-driven streets of College Park, Georgia, where family was fortress and faith the foundation. Regret, too, threads through her narrative, not for the marriage itself, which she recalls with fondness as a chapter of genuine partnership, but for the unintended exposure that reality TV demands. In real life, in my everyday life, I really don't like those moments to be shared with the world, she lamented, a sentiment echoing the plight of many former housewives. After 14 seasons on RHOA, where bedroom confessions became water-cooler fodder and marital spats fueled season arcs, Kandi stepped away last year, craving the sanctuary of privacy. The show, for all its glamour and growth, commodified her intimacy, turning sacred spaces into spectacle. Now, in this post-RHOA era, she's reclaiming her story on her terms, through podcasts that probe deeper than drama, businesses that empower rather than exploit, and lives that affirm her multifaceted identity as singer, actress, and survivor. But I'm sharing with my Amazon family today, she continued, a pivot that transforms vulnerability into connection. This Amazon family isn't just a marketing moniker. It's a chosen tribe, diverse and discerning, who engage not for the gossip but for the growth. In this digital hearth, Kandi unpacks the divorce's ripples, the logistical labyrinth of asset division, from joint ventures like their restaurant empire to the emotional estate of shared memories. There's humor in the chaos too, self-deprecating quips about navigating dating apps in her late 40s, or the absurdity of explaining mommy and daddy need space to a 6-year-old. These lighter touches humanize her, reminding us that even icons laugh through tears. Her musical background infuses this phase with rhythm. Songs like No Scrubs, which she co-wrote, now take on new layers as anthems of discernment and self-worth. Looking ahead, Kandi's horizon brims with possibility.